Imagine you're lost in a dense jungle, and up ahead is a whole herd of massive wild boars, each weighing hundreds of pounds and driven by killer instincts. What would you do to take them down? If you have no idea, then this video is for you. Hi everyone. Today, let's explore how humans are dealing with millions of wild boars. Wild boars are among the 100 most dangerous invasive species on the planet. They were first brought to the Americas by explorer Christopher Columbus in the late 15th century. Over 600 years later, their population has exploded, now exceeding 6 million and spreading across 39 states throughout the U.S. These wild boars are a nightmare for Americans, especially farmers. They destroy crops, gardens, and even sports fields. With their aggressive nature, they attack animals and even humans. Over 100 Americans have fallen victim to this invasive species. The damage they cause each year adds up to around $2.5 billion. To truly understand the level of destruction they bring, let's hear the story of John Miller, a farmer in Texas. In just one night, over 30 wild boars flattened an entire cornfield that was almost ready for harvest. The damage, more than $40,000. They come in silently and retreat into the darkness. By morning, there's nothing left but footprints and overturned soil. Since then, he's had to install electric fences, set up surveillance cameras, and join the local hunting team. But according to him, they learn fast. The more you hunt them, the smarter they get. To deal with this crisis, the U.S. government allows hunters to kill wild boars with no limit on numbers. The most common hunting method is using rifles, often loaded with high-penetration rounds to punch through their thick skin and tough bones. Since most hunts take place at night, when wild boars are less active, hunters also carry night vision gear. Wild boars often hide in thick brush or near water sources. Hunters track signs of activity around these areas to locate their targets. Many also use drones to more easily pinpoint the exact location of the animals. Once the wild boars are located, hunters approach from downwind to avoid being detected. This species is extremely sensitive to scent. Some hunters choose to take the shot from up to a mile away, but long-range shots require a high level of accuracy, especially since wild boars can run at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, 4 times faster than the average person. The preferred target areas are the animal's shoulder or heart. Hunting wild boars with a bow and arrow is also a popular method. Most people prefer to use compound bows or crossbows. Unlike hunting with rifles, archers can't stand too far from the wild boar's position. Because of that, the target area also needs to change. Hunters typically aim for the chest cavity, a few inches above the belly, or just behind the shoulder. The most effective shot is when the boar is quartering away from the hunter. This angle allows the arrow to enter behind the shoulder and pierce through vital organs. Wild boars are highly intelligent. They can easily detect movement, so archers must move carefully and stealthily. However, with some boars weighing up to 360 pounds, piercing through their thick layer of fat is no easy task. If wounded, a wild boar will immediately flee. To track them, archers often use arrows with lighted nocks, making it easier to see which direction the animal runs. Many people also choose to trap wild boars. The best places to set traps are shady areas near water sources. The most common type is a cage trap. These traps are made from metal frames or steel mesh and stand at least 5 feet tall to prevent the boars from climbing or jumping out. Trapping wild boars requires a lot of patience, as they are intelligent animals that have learned to avoid traps over time. That's why people often place a variety of bait inside the trap, such as corn, vegetables, roots, molasses, and more. They continue this for several days in an effort to lure the entire herd into the enclosure. The trapping process can take up to 2 weeks. Then they use cameras to monitor the trap, making sure the wild boars have comfortably entered the enclosure for at least 3 nights in a row. Once most of the herd seems familiar with the trap, the door is triggered using a sensor or remote control. Some hunters use traditional wild boar trapping techniques, taking advantage of dense forest terrain and the animal's natural curiosity. They start by scattering corn or other familiar food along a path leading to an area where a net has been hidden beneath the forest floor. Above, a rope is tied to the net and connected to a tree branch or the pulley system, held in place by hand or a trigger mechanism. As the wild boar herd moves into the baited area, the trapper hides nearby, carefully watching their every move. Once most of the boars have entered the trap zone, the hunter quickly pulls the rope. The net tightens instantly, lifting the animals off the ground and preventing them from escaping. This method requires precision, quick reflexes, and a deep understanding of wild boar behavior. Though more manual than modern cage traps, this technique is still widely used. especially in rugged areas where larger traps are difficult to install. When the trap is activated and the boars are caught, the trap owner is required to humanely dispatch them with a single shot while they are still inside. When handling the boars, they usually wear protective gloves to reduce the risk of contracting infectious diseases such as brucellosis. In some places, wild boar hunting has even become a tourist activity. There are helicopter hog hunting services with prices reaching up to around $4,000 per trip. This method allows hunters to quickly spot and approach their targets, and is especially effective in large areas with high boar populations, like in the state of Texas. During the hunt, many hunters also work with specialized hunting dogs. These dogs are trained to track scents, chase, and corner wild boars in a fixed position. Once they've locked onto the target, they bark loudly to alert the hunter, greatly increasing the chances of a successful shot. After the hunt, many hunters sell wild boar meat to processing facilities. However, wild boar meat can carry between 30 to 34 different pathogens and around 37 types of parasites. It often has a very strong, unpleasant odor, making it difficult to process and consume. Across the entire U.S., there are only about 15 facilities that handle wild boar meat. Despite numerous control efforts, the battle against this intelligent and destructive species is far from over. The question remains, can humans truly control them? Or will we always be the ones hunted in return?